class.
11-year-old Brysson Dahlin looked forward to going to school each day.
Good morning to you.
Brysson is in his 5th year at Syble Hopp School, a school which serves children with various disabilities in Brown County.
Good morning to you.
Brysson is surrounded by supportive staff and peers with abilities matched to his own. As a nonverbal child, Bryson's biggest challenge throughout the day is communication.
The receptive is higher, obviously, than the expressive. So my main goals with the majority of the students that I see is building that expressive up. Mainly what I do is I work on expressive language. Anything and everything, any mode, whether it's signing or picture exchange or the iPad, the iPod, whatever it takes.
The Dahlin family is grateful to have Syble Hopp School help Brysson overcome his challenges. He has many. His parents have become accustomed to the struggles that have come with their son's disability. When Brysson was born in March of 2000, Brian and Amy Dahlin had no reason to believe their son was any different than any of the other babies in the nursery.
For about the first 6 weeks after Brysson was born, he was, at the time, typically developing.
He seemed just like our friend's babies from Lamont's class. There were no apparent differences.
As months passed and Brysson grew, Amy's maternal instinct told her there was something different about her son.
So I took him into the doctor a couple times, and they always said, "Nervous mom, he's going to be fine." They develop at their own pace, and he just didn't.
The couple went from one specialist to another looking for an answer to their son's delays. After numerous blood draws, CT scans, MRIs, spinal taps, and consultations, the couple still had nothing concrete to explain his condition. To this day, the reasons are vague. When Brysson was 3, he was labeled with an autism spectrum disorder. Shortly after that, he was diagnosed with a seizure disorder. At that point, the testing stopped, and reality began to set in. After Bryson's kindergarten year, the couple decided to enroll him at Syble Hopp.
I still hoped that something would change, and someday he would just wake up and be typical. My head said that wasn't going to happen, but my heart hoped that he could overcome it.
The family believes divine intervention led them to make the decision. Soon after enrolling Brysson at Hopp, their lives would change again when they got a recommendation from the school's physical therapist to go see pediatric orthopedic surgeon Dr. Brian Black in Milwaukee. The news shocked them. Brysson would need bilateral derotation surgery on both femurs to avoid permanent damage leading to an inability to walk in his adult life. The surgery was a major undertaking in the Dahlin home. Brysson came home from the hospital fragile and weak. He would spend the next several months in a wheelchair. As soon as the family had clearance from the surgeon, Brysson was welcomed back to school with open arms.
It was so sad to hear this little boy had to go through all of this, but it was so necessary. But his progress, I was amazed at. He's a strong little boy and has such positive way of thinking that he's going to do this. He never complained.
The Dahlins are convinced that Bryson's successful recovery, not only from the surgery, but from the 4 additional surgeries that followed, was due to the care and therapy he received during school.
You know, the kids are very comfortable at school because they know the staff, they know the people. They trust us here because we do build relationships with the kids.
Hopp not only had therapeutic equipment available to them throughout the day, but also a therapeutic pool which is used as part of the recovery process.
The pool has been just wonderful for us at school because we do have so many post-op kids. It's also very comforting because it's warm water, it's a therapeutic pool, so we get relaxation of the muscles.
Presently, 2 years since his last surgery, Brysson still benefits from the physical therapy he receives at school to keep his legs strong and healthy. The surgeries and therapy he received afterwards have allowed him to begin to thrive both at school and at home.
His world has really opened up. His whole life has changed. He is independent now.
The family believes that after Bryson's body was relieved from the strain and stress it was under prior to surgery, that he was able to focus on other important elements in his life.
He gets off that bus in the morning, he's happy as a lark. There's a positiveness. I see his self-esteem is like, he has friends, he knows what to expect. He loves to stay busy.
The Dahlins strive to give Brysson any opportunity possible so he can have a meaningful life, so that people learn what is within him, even though he can't always communicate it.
He's nonverbal with some speech, but he's very verbal in his, you can see his spirit is so bright and vibrant and active. You can see it in his eyes. So he might be nonverbal speaking in a sentence form, but he's very verbal with his eyes and his gestures.
Brian and Amy are eternally grateful to have a school which believes in their child as much as they do.
Total communication. So that's something that's stressed from early childhood up to high school. It isn't just the words, it isn't just the signs, it isn't just the voice output devices. It's a mixture of everything. So we just look at this child as an individual and figure out what they need and how they can communicate.
Brysson is treated as an individual at Syble Hopp School. The experience he has both in the classroom and in the community allow him to grow and learn every day. He continues to make gains thanks to the Syble Hopp curriculum.
He gets things from Syble Hopp that I wouldn't even think that he needed. It's just a really well-rounded program, and I am so happy that we sent him there. But I'm grateful to Syble Hopp School. It really made a difference in our lives. It gives me hope for his future. It helps me to deal with every day because I know he's in the place where he belongs. And I am forever grateful to that school.